The Stanford Cardinals was actually a team that I almost did for my stream dynasty this year. Instead, today we're going to rebuild the worst team in the ACC. And the only man for the job today is Coach Gooch Bronson. If you don't know, you're about to learn about Gooch Bronson. Head number 93, by the way. Look at this man. What a beast. What a beast in the short sleeve sweatshirt and the joggers. It's basically me. It's me, how I imagine myself when I'm like in 10 years, when I lose my hair and my beard's going gray. You know what I'm saying? And looking at Stanford here, wow, I can see why they're such a bad team. They have not won more than 4 games since 2018 when they were in the Tony the Tiger Bowl. So we got a lot of work to do here. Looking at this team, a lot of the talent is quite old, starting with Colin Wright and Sam Roush. We do have a senior redshirt Sam linebacker, a junior in Cedric Irvin. He's a running back. And then we have a sophomore running back and another sophomore running back. And that is pretty much everybody over 80 overall. So apparently this team can run the football. Are we worried about them, you know, like transferring maybe? I think Chris Davis will stay around. We're a little bit worried about Micah Ford and Cedric Irvin. Pro potential, that is low. I feel like he might leave us. Our quarterback is a sophomore in Elijah Brown. Playing style is also hurt. We do have a freshman here who's nearly as good. Dylan Risk is a pocket passer. Both of them are pocket passers. Bright side is we do have some young talent, I guess. There's an impact dev and a normal dev. So Brown has the best chance, but we're definitely going to recruit quarterback. We need talent. A wide receiver, we definitely need to recruit. We have 2 juniors here. No star devs here. Kind of stinks to see. I'm not going to lie. Anybody going to transfer? Derek Red might try to transfer. Playing time is the thing, but he is also our 3rd best receiver, so he's going to play. A tight end, we do have a sophomore here, but a lot of seniors in this tight end room. We're going to have to recruit there. And looking at the line here, we have a senior at left tackle, a senior at left guard, a junior at center, a junior at right guard, and a junior at right tackle. O-line is going to definitely be a focus for us. We got to build the trenches. Also, when it comes to my rebuilds, I do like to build in the trenches. I also think it does help a bit in sim. The edge rushers are both seniors, including the backup right edge rusher. We are old at edge rusher. We do have a senior defensive tackle, a junior defensive tackle. It's just not a lot of talent in general here. I do think recruiting for conference prestige is going to help us. Our best Mike linebackers are seniors. We're a bit young in the corner room, which I like to see. There's some talent here. No one was star dev. We're not finding any star dev players, which kind of stinks. We're a senior at free safety, seniors at strong safety, although there is a freshman here. Howie Bates could be decent. We have 3 kickers on the roster. Why? Why are we rostering 3 kickers? I'm not going to lie. I'm starting the freshman. Freshman's a little overall, but way more kick power. Basically the same accuracy. And he's got traits. I'm starting the freshman. All right, recruiting. There is so much we need. It feels like we need everything. We have 625 hours to work with. Now it says we need a quarterback. I just think we need any talent we can get. I feel like it's going to be an issue trying to get some 5 stars. We aren't the best, most renowned schools. Now we do have great playing time. We do have great conference prestige as we are in the ACC. And we have a great pipeline here on a guy like George Skandrick. There's a chance we could get him. I'm going to stay away from a Ramen just because we don't have a pipeline. Someone fill out the board here, try to get some talent. We'll see what we have to work with. All right, so looking at the 3 quarterbacks we targeted that were 4 stars, it's a weak quarterback class. I'm not going to lie. The guy that has the most interest in us is a bust. Only 86 throw power, not great accuracies. I think Carl Levick is probably going to be our second option, and Doug Antwine is going to be the focus. He has much better throw power. I like his accuracies better. And we are here. It doesn't show us here, but we are 10th in overall interest. So we're going to look at Doug Antwine the most. We did a little bit of scouting. I didn't find anybody truly good. We didn't find any gems or anything, unfortunately. We have to offer scholarships now. There's just not a lot to work with. I will say we do have good recruiting coordinators. I did not have to use the 50 hours to scout somebody. It was only 30, which was really nice. But we're going to have to go through here and offer scholarships to all 35 of these targets. I'm not expecting a lot from the 5 stars that we have here, and especially not the 4 stars, but hopefully we can get some talent in here that we desperately need it really badly. All right, preseason recruiting is done. There wasn't really a whole lot to do. It's just scholarships and all that. We're gonna advance to the next week. I think I want to play our first game just to see what this team is, what we're working with. We have reached top 8 with a couple guys, and I don't see myself locked out of anybody yet. Playing style is going to be an issue with this team, though. Both the quarterbacks and the running backs hate us. And basically the entire offense, it feels like. So our playing style isn't good enough for throwing or running the ball. So do we just not have offense? Do we not play offense? I don't understand. Pro potential is going to hurt us a lot. Brand exposure is going to hurt us a good bit. Championship contender, I mean, what do they expect? They're coming to Stanford. You're here to play school, which is horrible to say at a Division I college program. All right, looking here. Unfortunately, the corner I had interest in is not interested in us. And there are bigger schools with better pipelines. I only tried to target him because we had a 3 pipeline. Figure might as well go for the really talented corner. But we're gonna have to take him off. Same thing goes for the 5-star left guard I really wanted. We're not gonna be able to get 5-star talent yet. All right, so Doug Antwine was the quarterback that we really wanted. With the throw power, he has better accuracy than the other options. We are in on Carl Levick as well, but 6'5", 219 pocket passer. Antwine fits the bill, so we're really gonna go after him. Send the house. We have 500 hours to work with. Playing time is obviously his thing. Pro potential, I'm a little worried about Carl Levick or Levsick in the future. I keep saying Levick, it's Levsick. Looking here, I don't think Montel Johnson we're gonna have much of a chance just due to the fact that there are better pipelines in against us here. Not a lot of people in on Miles Muller. The playing style is scary. Like going after him, if we don't sim well in the passing game, I feel like Miles Muller is just gonna lock us out. We have a proximity to home and Zach Bloom, but there are a couple better proximity or pipelines against us. It's not bad though. We might be able to still go after him. Dion Azuma, I kind of like him, and Tennessee's the only other school, but they do have pipeline on us. No one's in on Dante Shorter, and Shorter actually looks pretty decent. I think Shorter is definitely going to be a main focus for us. And our first game of the season is actually at Hawaii. I kind of want to use our team just to see what we're working with here, so we're going to play the moments on this one. All right, the Stanford Cardinal. I hate that. We're going to jump in here with the offense. All right, let's see why every recruit hates us. It's 3rd and 10. We're going to go with the curl there, and High makes the catch. We got a first down. All right, we'll try an RPO here. See if we can get it. Over the middle, it's picked. Bad throw from Brown. He didn't lead him enough. Brown not known for his wheels, yet we're running option. Look at him move. Breaks a tackle. Okay. Elijah Brown can move. We're going to hit the big tight end. It's Doyle. Doyle can move a little bit. Big first down. And over the middle, it's Doyle on the post. Doyle, touchdown. First touchdown with the Stanford Cardinal. I'm going to have an issue. A holy tree. I do not like those eyes. There's no way that's the mascot. Oh, I hated that. But that's a beautiful throw from Brown. I did not hate that. And Doyle can move, man. I like Doyle. Oh my God. Okay, we have to score here. We have to score here. 14-11. I hate this. Trust in Irvin. We're on the 6. Can we get a score? There is nowhere to go. There's absolutely nowhere to go. All right, we're going to try the trail play. Will this do a job? We go over the middle to Red. Touchdown, Red! Wait, Red's having a massive game, I'm pretty sure. 4th and 7 from the 38. Man in motion. He's going back. I didn't like that. And they're going deep ball. Make a play. Swat it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Why is Hawaii doing this to me? It's Hawaii! 4th and 2 from the 33. Lock in defense, and we win. Oh, my God. He's wide open. And that's a touchdown. Oh, my God. Thank God I'm not playing all these games in this rebuild, because I think I would mauled. I would lose my hair. Need this. And it's a sack. Wow. Okay, this is bad. And we have to play defense here. Minute 52, they have 0 timeouts. This is when the CPU always just kills me. Wide open downfield. All the way to the 46. He just took off, and they're going to be within field goal range. Thanks, guys. You guys always make me feel better. Get his ass. No way. No way! Are you kidding me? Over the middle. Beautiful throw to Doyle. We go into the hurry up. And we hit the Blackburn tight end. It's a big first. Throw it away. Throw it away. We get one more chance. Oh, my God. Doyle, we timeout. Timeout. We get one more chance. One more chance from the 4. Beat Hawaii for the love of God, please. Tight end Blackburn. Hold on. Flag on the play. It's PI, but it's caught. Touchdown, Stanford. Take the touchdown. Take the touchdown. Stanford wins the Cardinal. Oh, my God. Okay. 1 second left. What? Dude, that fourth quarter is insane. We scored 20. They scored 21. Both sides scored 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. What just happened? Dang. I mean, we were getting ACC awards, but I think that's because we were the only ones playing in week 0. But National Offensive Player of the Week goes to Derek Red. I mean, that was a massive game. Antwine, I feel good about this. We gained the most, even though we don't have the pipeline. All right, update on our recruits. We're in first on Dante Shorter, as we're the only ones in on him. We gained a bit on Landry Adams. We have the pipeline on Boston College, so when I really want to turn it up, we'll be able to. Brams, it looks like Cal's really going after him, which scares me a little bit. They caught up to us. We're the only one in on Dorsey, which I love to see. Kyle James still does not like us, but I think if we leave this on for one more week, we should be able to overtake Illinois. All the tackles that we have 10 hours on, it looks like we are doing incredible there. We got in on Paris Madden, the 4-star right guard. We're killing it here. And even the 25 on a day is going to keep us in it against Arizona. Enrique Samuel, we gained on Oregon. I like this. I also don't know if we're going to get Nye. I think we'd have to go all in on one of them. I think I'm going to go after Nye. Why, you might ask? I'm not really sure, but I choose him. Just because I'm curious, let's actually see how we do against BYU here. If we actually make it a game, maybe this team can actually handle like a championship contender type recruit. I see a lot of first on the board, which makes me excited, especially I see the quarterback Antwine. Look in here. We are 1-1. How bad was it? Obviously, BYU is a much better team than us. We lost 28-0. We got shut out. Oh, God. All right. We are in first on Doug Antwine, going against someone with a better pipeline than us. And we're into his top 5. We know playing time to be the main focus for him. Can we figure out a good sell potentially? And we got to hope it's football influencer. If it's football influencer, I think we have a really good chance at him. We can't schedule a visit yet, and it would require 40 hours. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. We'll see, because the pipeline is scary. I will admit that. All right, we're 2-1. We get a win against Boston College. I do enjoy seeing that. We have fallen to second on Antwine. We do get a visit. It's football influencer. It's actually a really good hard sell. I'm just worried that they're going to take over on him. We took an L there. We're 2-2. Okay, we are now in second on Antwine. We're neck and neck with TCU. Arkansas is getting involved. This visit could be huge. If we win this game, we're taking Antwine. He's ours. We need this win. We are the better team, although that has not helped us in the game against Hawaii. Big home game against San Jose State. All right, another RPO opportunity. We're going to hit the tight end, and that's another touchdown. Another one. And another one. This game's over. I'm not even playing these moments anymore. 48-3 is our final rivalry game and a visit week for 3 recruits, including the 4-star quarterback. That was absolutely insane. I'm so excited to see this. And looking at, we get a commitment. The Doug Antwine commits off that. Oh my God. But he wasn't even close to his top 3 yet. And he commits. We also get the commitment from the 4-star guard, Stephen Ade. That was a close race. Also not in his top 3. Oh my goodness. That was insane. We have so many hours in it now. Landry Adams, we have the hours now to bring him in on a visit if we want to. We can't bring him in for week 8, unfortunately, but I could bring him in for week 10 against Pitt. Okay, SMU. We're going to take an L here. Definitely taking an L against SMU. We do get a commitment. Antoine Farrell, the 3-star left tackle, is committed. He is coming on a visit here in a couple weeks to help out someone else. But we did get him. FSU week. This is a big visit week. All right, big visit week against Florida State. Would love to get a win here. See if we do. Let's see if we get some commits. We don't. We lose Nye. Oh my God. He was literally just like a pixel away after week 7. Week 8 was his visit with UCLA. He goes to UCLA. And we lose our visit week against Florida State. That is tough. Adams, we knew was going to go to Boston College. Shorter is now getting some interest from Michigan State. Brams is here. We do have a good sell on him. We might need to bring him in on a visit in week 12. Well, we're going to have to consider it. Jay Dorsett, we just don't have a good sell on him, unfortunately. Same thing with Kyle James. Wow. Okay. Armin Abreu is not coming here, even though we got him on a visit. That sucks. Arizona State just took over completely after that visit week. We don't have a chance. We lived through Cal's visit week. That is massive. So we should be getting Paris Madden here, which makes me very happy to see. Enrique Samuel in a recruiting battle. If we can beat Oregon, dude, that's going to be so close. And now we face the U. Bro, we are facing some tough teams. A lot of ranked teams this year. We do get a commitment in Enrique Samuel, the 4-star edge rusher. Beat out, I believe it was Oregon in a recruiting battle. That is really, really nice to see because we need help off the edge. Farrell locked us out. Farrell decommitted. Oh my God. Antoine Farrell decommitted. We have a decommitment, man. There is no way. What a dick, man. Why are you decommitting? I got to bring in Brams on a visit. If we want to get him, we got to bring him in on a visit. All right. Going against, I didn't schedule any visits for this week because they're nasty. They're undefeated. We're going to lose this again as well. We already got guys locking us out due to championship contender. This isn't going to help us. We do get a commitment here. 4-star guard Paris Madden has committed. We're beefing up the O-line a little bit. Oh, Brams is scaring me. We should be able to win it anyway, though. It's just going to be closer than I'd like. This sucks. TCU is going to be able to take Jay Dorsey. Oh, no, 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 no. UCLA's visit just destroyed us. Unless we can beat out UCLA for second place here, it's not looking good. So we're reaching the point now where we look for open 4-stars. See if there's any talent available that no one's offering. Like a Cam Holiday. Like a Sifo McCracken. O-line depth is O-line depth. We can get in there. And getting a tight end here in Cam Holiday could be massive for us, but O-line depth could be absolutely huge. All right, would love to see a win against UNC here. We are actually close teams, but I mean, we're 1-5 in conference right now. It's actually awful. No commitments. We do get locked out on Eric Tuttle. That sucks to see. We put a lot of resources into him. That's really tough. Did we get a win? No, we didn't get a win. It's going to come down to the wire, but I think we'll be able to get him. TCU's really fighting on Jay Dorsey. Plus, they have a visit in week 14. We might end up losing him. Kyle James is a really scary one. I don't know what's going to happen here. Oregon is taking over on Johnny Chosen without even bringing him in on a visit. We spend the resources on him. It is his visit week. It is his visit week, so maybe. It's not looking good. A&M has visit this week for Andre. No way Georgia's all of a sudden like, yeah, you know what? If Stanford's getting in, we're getting in now. Fuck you, Georgia. All right, after a big bye visit week, can we get any commitments? We do. Caleb Brams has committed. We got a 4-star receiver. That is talent. I believe he's one of the speedsters as well. And then we get another commitment. Carlos Hook, the 3-star strong safety. Safety depth. It's amazing. Now Ohio State and Tennessee is in on Dante Shorter. We might lose Dorsey. This is visit week for James. That could be huge. We're gonna lose Chosen. It took a visit week for us to match Oregon. We're gonna lose Chosen. I'm giving up on him. Oh, this is visit week for Andre though. We lived through A&M's visit week in first place. Okay, we're first on Holiday. Boise State got in there too. Clemson and Ohio State now? Y'all didn't care this whole time. Big game versus Cal. We do have visits this week. They have no wins in conference, but we only have one. It's a big week. I think we lost. We lost to Cal! And Ohio State just decided, we're Ohio State. Visit week with TCU. I think they force a recruiting battle. I am scared. I am nervous. They take over on Kyle James because I lose on the visit. And Andre, no! I've spent so much time recruiting your asses. All right, last game of the year against Notre Dame. We lose Andre. If we win against Cal, I think Andre actually commits to us, but instead we lose out on him. He goes into a recruiting battle. Ohio State has taken over on Shorter out of nowhere. We live through Dorsey's visit week. We're in a recruiting battle though. James, it's not looking good. We lose out on Andre. We're looking good on Holiday. We just know nothing about him. We need edge rusher. That needs to be a focus. Gem. Yes! He just has no interest in us. I need Kevin Jaramillo. All right, I believe week 15 is the last week of recruiting. We have a very important transfer portal coming up, man. We are not bowl game eligible, unfortunately. We lose Shorter to Ohio State. They just came out of nowhere and nabbed them. We're going to fire both of our coordinators because they both just are not good for what we need here. I'm going to get some recruiting coordinators for both the offensive and defensive side, and hopefully that helps us out a little bit. Maybe tactician too. We'll see what's available. We get a commitment. Jay Dorsey, the 4-star receiver. We're getting some talent in. We get another commitment. Johnny Volk, the 3-star free safety, has committed as well. Love it. We lose Kyle James. I am very actually sad to see that. We had gone hard for him the entire year, and he just decides to go against us now. We didn't have a sell, which sucks, but we took it to the wire. Cade Klubnik wins the Heisman, 49 touchdowns. Early National Signing Day. At least we get these guys officially in. Shorter does sign with Ohio State. James goes to Illinois. But we got some commitments already before the portal. It looks like 9 of them. Oh, wait. I didn't want him that bad. So far, though, I'm very happy with the recruiting class. We got our quarterback of the future. It looks like we do get a couple receivers to go with him. Some defensive help. A guard. 2 guards, actually. Big fan. So for our offensive coordinator, I think we're going to bring in Jeff Traylor. He's more of a scheme guru, but he does have some recruiting. And he also has a little bit of strategist, which is interesting to me. I am intrigued. And then for our defensive coordinator, we're going to go with Henry Soliday, mostly just for the recruiting aspect. None of the options were really that great, if I'm being honest with you. Henry Soliday commits to be our defensive coordinator. We do not get the offensive coordinator we wanted. No way, man. That hurts. It's definitely Sonny Dykes. This guy looks crazy tactician and strategist wise, and has some recruiting. Hey, Sonny, you want to leave TCU and come over here to Stanford? Tell me we got Wilcox. Okay, Justin Wilcox is going to be our offensive coordinator. It took 3 tries to get somebody. That is unbelievable. We got a 4-star quarterback coming in, man. All right, national championship for year 1 is going to be Clemson versus Georgia. I hate both of them. They take my recruits. And the winner of the Natty is going to be Georgia, 38-24. It was actually kind of a rout. Players leaving. It's probably going to be depressing. Oh, it's depressing. And I get 2 persuasion chances? What are we doing? And we have no chance to bring back any of our best players. No way. Our quarterback is... Okay, wait. No, the 4-star freshman is going to start. That's actually not the worst thing in the world. I'd like to keep Caden high. We're losing all of our quarterbacks. Oh my God. Okay, we're going to try to keep Elijah Ali because he is a freshman. Please stay here. He's not persuaded. And I think we're going to try to keep a corner just because we need corner right now. Gregory Teague, please stay. He has not been persuaded. We are losing so many people between graduation and the portal. We are losing 36 players off our roster. We can't even recruit that many players. Do we get anyone drafted? Oh my God, we got someone drafted. Colin Wright gets drafted in the 6th round. Let's go. What talented people want to come here? Okay, transfer portal week 1. We did a lot of work. Let me show you. First of all, we're bringing in Cam Holiday on a visit. We want to lock in the 4-star tight end. We're bringing in more tackle depth than Phoenix and Hakeem. And then Kevin Jaramillo is a big focus. He's the Gem 3-star edge rusher. Ellington locked us out. We're going to try to bring in both of the running backs because we need the depth after that horrible transfer portal. More tackle depth there, and then we get to the transfers. Get 2 4-star outside linebackers and Sammy Brown and Isaiah Glasker. We have a 4-star quarterback that will be a sophomore coming in, James McCauley, that we're going to go for. I know we have a 4-star freshman coming in, but it gives us a couple different options, hopefully. And then we get a 4-star speedster receiver in Omar Cooper. As long as Ohio State doesn't want him that bad, I think we have a chance. We need cornerback help, so we're bringing in Evan Johnson and Joe Marion Briggs, hopefully. We're going after both really hard. We're getting a left guard here, a defensive tackle, another strong safety, and then I'm offering a scholarship to a quarterback. We lost all of our quarterbacks, basically. In fact, what we have right now is the junior that's here and the 4-star freshman. So we need some quarterback depth. We need a lot of depth after that horrible players leaving section. We're gonna have to put in a lot of work in this portal. As you can see, our needs need some help on defense, especially in the trenches, and then also in the trenches on offense too. Okay, I'm not necessarily seeing things I love here. All right, on to week 4. I feel like I am gonna see something I don't like, but a lot of things I do like. And we get commitments. Evan Johnson, the 3-star corner, has committed. We also get Vadakani, the 3-star left guard. And then Jamarian Briggs, we got both of the corners we wanted. Love to see that. We haven't lost anybody yet. Did I see something correctly? At strong safety Calhoun, we took over first. We do have a chance on Alonzo Calhoun. A very good one for that matter. We can't bring him in on a visit still, but there is a chance. And simulate the final week of the transfer portal. I'm assuming we're probably not going to get 2 or 3 of the ones we want, but we do get Sammy Brown, which is massive. We get Kevin Jermilo. We get Taylor Ellington. I didn't see the other. Okay. I did not see the other outside linebacker. I don't like that. We got in on Craig Davis. We got Glenn Hillary. I'm gonna get through all this and then we'll actually see who's there and who we didn't get. So looking here, we got a lot, but we did not get Quan Phoenix, even though we had the visit. That hurts. We did not get Rico Hakeem as well. That hurts. Did not get Steve Paschal. I guess Nebraska really wanted him. Did not get Jamison Snodgrass. I've seen a lot of things we really needed that we didn't get. We lose JoJo Johnson. We had the visit that week. We lose Lorenzo Cason as well. Out of nowhere, UCLA takes him. And then we did not get Kona Chung. So we are actually going to have a small roster this year. The biggest W I have ever seen. Doug Antwine, the 4-star quarterback, has elite dev trait. He is going to be starting. I don't care about anything else. That is our quarterback. Elite dev out of a 4-star. That is massive. We get Star and Enrique Samuel. A lot of impact devs here. We get Star and Johnny Volk as a 3-star free safety. I'm assuming he was probably a gem if we would have scouted him. Elite and Sammy Brown, and he's only going to be coming in as a junior. Massive. And then a lot of normals and impacts. But there are some cornerstone pieces that we brought in with this class, which I am very excited to see. And in terms of the top classes, are we decent? We got a top 20 class as Stanford. Okay, we're working with something here. 11 4-stars, 12 3-stars, and 5 2-stars. Okay, we got a dev trade upgrade on Richardson. Do enjoy seeing that. The training results, this is where we find out who is a stud for us and who is not. McCauley's coming in as an 81. I'm wondering what that freshman is, though. I might want to start him anyway because of the elite dev trade. We have a couple 80 overall running backs in Davis and Tab. Cooper comes in as an 86 and Galvin moves up to an 82. We are working a little bit here on offense. Vadakani is coming in. He'll be a senior, but he's an 80. Love seeing an 80 on the O-line. Center is a little bit scary here. We don't have much greatness there. Anything else stand out? 89 in Glasker. That's who we brought in at Sam linebacker. Love to see that. Not a whole lot going on at Mike, but Brown is an 88 and he has elite dev. We have him another year after this. At corner, okay, we look decent here. Evan Johnson comes in as an 84. Brandon Nicholson is going to be an 80. Neely is a 77. Jumped up 9. Sumlin, our starting free safety, is going to be an 84. And then we have options at strong safety, which I'll take. On to year 2. All right, the biggest thing in the depth chart we need to pay attention to, this is very important for this rebuild. McCauley, even though he is better, is not going to start. We're going to start the true freshman Doug Antwine because he has elite dev. We don't want him going anywhere, so he is starting year 1. Also, in terms of accuracies, he's pretty much better than McCauley, especially with the deep accuracy included. So we're going to let the true freshman just throw him to the wolves early. Now, one more thing I want to say that I just realized is this quarterback we brought in. I looked at his, I mean, obviously he has elite dev, but I look at his skill caps. And he has 1 skill cap in accuracy and 4 in quickness. His health is completely good. He's also already at a 91. 5 total skill caps. I don't think I've ever seen that before. This guy's going to be a stud. Actually gross. Not super fast, but also we don't need that in simulation. Jimmy Bickley is a focus. Jimmy Bickley is a focus. Look at this guy, chat. Okay, updates from the preseason recruiting. We have 5 stars actually interested in us. We're 4th on this edge rushers board. We're 6th on this wide receivers board. Very new to have 5 stars interested in Stanford. Now, I will say this is also a really good quarterback class, which we could have used last year, but we ended up finding a guy, right? But the main focus in this class, Jimmy Bickley is a 4-star gem wide receiver, and this guy looks disgusting. I mean, the route running is absolutely incredible. Incredible acceleration. This guy's going to be a stud, and he's interested in us already too. Like, I feel really good about getting him. We also found a 4-star gem defensive tackle in Terrence Darnold. Pure power. This guy looks disgusting as well. So we're going to move on from here. We're going to see if we can get some of these guys that we really want. Okay, the guy that we had just found locked us out. Okay, next week, I see a 5-star we're in first on. We lost to Hawaii! Oh, brother. Antwine didn't throw a pick. He just didn't throw the ball. I'm sorry, 15 for 44? If we lose to FCS, I'm going to lose my shit. 45, that's what I'm talking about. Antwine, 25 for 45, better. 4 touchdowns, Antwine. Yeah. Okay, USC bowed out a little bit on Bayer. We're already top 5 on Marco D'Amico. Oh, this guy's moving. Tell me it's conference prestige. Ooh, we don't know. Big week. Oh my God, we have a chance here on Marco. It's not a great chance, but it's a chance. Bardo's scary. This is a big week for Bardo. Big week for Bickley. Okay. San Jose State rivalry game, actually a massive week for us in terms of recruiting. We have the 5-star edge rusher Jamarcus Smith coming in on visit. We're currently first on his board. This could be a massive week. We had Marco D'Amico come in last week. He's already in the top 3. Hopefully we're going to be able to stave off UCLA. But we have Abdul Bardo, the athlete who is a running back. We got him coming in, and hopefully this can push us over the top against Oregon. Jimmy Bickley, the focus that we have, the gem wide receiver, coming in on a visit. And then also we have Mike Lewis, the other corner we're going after, and UCLA is making a giant push on them too. So a full visit week, and they're all massive. We need them all. And because of that, we are going to be playing the moments in our first game of year 2. This is a rivalry game for us. So it was up 4 arrows compared to down 2 if we lose. We are the better team. We destroyed them last year. But since it's such a big visit week, we're going to play the moments. Antwine out of the shotgun. It's 3rd and 10. Over the middle. It's a bad throw by Antwine. Yikes. Big field goal kick. 49 yards. Does our kicker have this? Kick is up. He does have the leg. 7-3. Rain game is scary for me right now, man. I don't know if we're going to pull this one out. Big 3rd down stop. Oh, we got another touchdown. Nice. In the defense, we trust. The man on the move. We got Galvin over the middle. Make a big tackle. We get a big tackle. Stop him on 4th down. And they do not kick a field goal. We got 3rd down alert here. 3rd and 9. In Antwine, we trust. Is that going to be a good decision? I don't know. And we're going to hit the out route here. That's a great catch. Oh, what a catch on the sideline. And we make it to the red zone. In Antwine, we trust. But we're going to run it here, hopefully with Davis. And it is. Davis cuts to the outside. Davis gets hit and is down at the 1. And we're going to try to get Tab to punch it in. Antwine out of the shotgun. The snap. Cuts back in. Over. And touchdown, Stanford. The trees. All right, we're going to try to get this 3rd and inches. We hand it off to Davis. Davis gets blocked. Davis to the outside. Touchdown, Davis. Okay, I like this. I like it, how the team feels right now. And we get the ball back again. 3rd and 4. Antwine out of the shotgun. And we're going to get it to red, and that's going to be a 1st down. Okay, Antwine's release is actually incredible. I wish that we had him on like a Texas Tech dynasty that we're actually playing with. You know what I mean? And we'll go on the field for the last play here. And that is going to be the game. We managed to pull it out. I was worried at first, but we take it in the rain game. Great offense. And yeah, Antwine's the truth. This guy, I really wish that I had him on like a franchise I was actually playing every game on. Because this is the best quarterback I've used in this game so far. And he's a freshman. I can already tell the release is incredible. No picks this game. He only had 1 touchdown in the air. It was a rushing game, I guess. Yeah, Davis Jr., 17 for 121 and 2 touchdowns. Tab adds a touchdown as well. Big game from the running game. And because of that big game, we get Jimmy Bickley, the gem 4-star wide receiver. And we get another one. It is Mike Lewis, the corner. That's a big corner to bring in. I'll say that. I haven't been showing a lot of coaching upgrades here, but we have maxed out motivator at this point, to the point where I could actually unlock tactician. And I threw it all on the quarterback. We're making Antwine an absolute stud. And looking at this, after the big visit week, the 5-star edge rusher, Jamarcus Smith, is going to commit here. He is 100% committing here. I don't care about UCLA's visit this week. He's on the edge. And then our other visit, the running back, Bardo, he will commit after this week too. He is just right there. It's just a big visit week for us, man. And we get another commitment, the 5-star edge rusher, the #1 recruit on our board, Jamarcus Smith, has committed. I am surprised we didn't get the running back. Okay, we're gonna lose to Notre Dame. And we get another recruit. We have locked in the 4-star running back, Abdul Bardo. Now, unfortunately, we lose out on the other corner we wanted in Marco D'Amico. UCLA took him, but we took 1 from them, so we'll take it 1 for 1. All right, we got another week where we're playing NC State here. They're 3-2, we're 2-3, both 0-1 in conference, but this is another big visit week. We're bringing in the 5-star receiver, George Fumagalli. I feel like we're gonna lose him to LSU or TCU, but maybe a really good visit week, a really good win here could help us a lot. We're bringing in Danny Bayer, the big tight end, as well. We're also bringing in Nick Escobar off the edge. BYU is scaring me. They also have visit next week, which is really, really scary, but potentially we have a good visit here that could help us. And then the gem defensive tackle, Terrence Darnold. Now, Darnold and Escobar are complimentary visits, so a win here could be massive for us. I hate it. I hate it. I hate that tree. Okay, we have to be on our shit this game. I have to beat NC State. I have to beat them. Like, we have to beat them. They ran it. They ran it. Make a tackle. All right, 3rd and 8 here. Big play for us. Damn it. I read it way too late. I wasn't even late too late. We just weren't there. I feel like NC State's going to score here on us. I got caught on a block. It doesn't even matter. NC State gets on the board first. All right, we got to trust in our freshman quarterback to lead us to victory. Makes the catch. Get over that line. Get over that line. 1st down. What a play. Good throw from Antwine. Going for it on 4th down. And we're going to hit our tight end. It's Blackburn, and that's a first. And we're going to try to hit Cooper in this situation. And we do. Oh, my God. Okay, Antwine's arm is crazy. The buddy threw that off his back foot. You see this? Look at this throw. He's just like, oh, yeah, casual. Looking like Mahomes. Come on, Antwine. And we hit Dorsey, who believes the catch. Touchdown. Stanford's competing, baby. 3rd and 10 from the 25. They hit a check down. Good hit. We're going to force them into 3 here. Come on, defense. Running back out in motion. Get to him. No. No, I went back because I was worried he was going to throw it. I didn't think Bailey would take off. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. All right, we need a huge 2-minute drill from our freshman quarterback. And, okay. Fucking Cooper's down there somewhere. Ah! We're good. AJ, appreciate the 8 months, man. Keep on being you. I'm trying, man. Thank you so much. How are you? Okay, we are now down 20-7. We need a legacy drive here from our quarterback. Legacy. And we hit the running back Davis out of the backfield. Touchdown, Stanford. Okay, Antwine's doing the job, man. We need a stop from the defense. And they're already in the red zone. Oh, my God. Our defense can't stop anything right now. Make a play, make a play, make a play. Down at the 1. And they're going to take the field goal. This is a tough field goal. Come on, BS, BS, BS. He misses the defense. 3rd and 5. The running back didn't take off. He was supposed to take off, and we're going for it. We hit the tight end, and we don't get the first. No. The defense gets a 3 and out. We get the ball. Oh, Antwine, you're killing me. He can't move, and I keep trying to run with him. Yes, Antwine! 2-minute warning. We still got ball. Yes, Antwine. And Blackburn makes the catch to the 24. What a throw. And we go over the middle of the Cooper, makes the catch, 1st down. And we hit our tight end. Blackburn touchdown. Oh my goodness. PAT attempt for the win. All right, 33 seconds our defense has to hold. 33 seconds. And they're going for it on 4th down, 4th and 8. And they're going for the Hail Mary, 4th and 10 from the 39, 8 seconds left. Technically, they don't have to Hail Mary here. And they hit an out route to get another chance. Are they tackled inbounds? Oh my, wait, we got the ball. They didn't even get the 1st down. Stanford wins. No way. Legacy comeback for the freshman quarterback, Doug Antwine, who is player of the game. 3 touchdowns. No way we just pulled that off. No way. And that was a massive win in a visit week too. And I'm pretty sure NC State, when I scheduled them, was 3 up arrows to 1 down. Plus we have 4 visits, some complimentary. This could be big. And it was. I don't know if it's gonna be big enough for George, but if we can pull him in, I would be thrilled. It was big for Bayer. We should get him to commit. It was big for Escobar. I'm worried about BYU on a visit week here, though. If they lose, we get him. If they win, it's probably a recruiting battle, and we might lose that due to pipeline. Uh-oh, we get a commitment. Nick Escobar has committed. I guess BYU's visit did not go well. That is massive for us. And we just got another conference win against Wake Forest. I don't think we're getting George, man. It's not looking good, and it's the pipeline that's killing us. Danny Bayer's looking okay. Iffy. Moultrie is iffy. That's going to be a big visit week. We're 3-1 in conference play. And I think they're all visits. And it does lock us in the 4-star tight end, Danny Bayer. And we get another one. It is iffy. We got the 4-star receiver. And another one. We got Raphael Moultrie, the edge rusher. Massive week for us. And just so you guys can see this, George Fumagalli is this close, and I feel like it's going to go to a recruiting battle and we're going to lose him. Actually, LSU is a visit week this week. We're gonna lose Fumagalli 100%, and it got so close. I just want you to see how close it got. Already though, we have a really good recruiting class, Chad. Already 8 recruits, 1 5-star, I believe. Yeah, 1 5-star. Where are we at in top class? We're at number 8 to start. Oh my god. No way. We're turning the program around like this. All right, we should lose against Louisville, I would think, unless this team just continues to surprise me. Yeah, we lost George. We should get Bobby to commit. We should get Stoked to commit, I would think. All right, we get a commitment. The 4-star Mike linebacker Bobby Hurt has committed, as well as the defensive tackle Earl Stoke. We managed to stave off Ohio State on him. Love to see it. Now, with that, we do lose George Fumagalli to LSU, and we do lose Hugh Lawrence, the 4-star center, to Ohio State. But I mean, this is a solid year too. We're 5-5, 3-3 in conference. We have a top recruiting class right now. This is very good. And we get another commitment, the 4-star center Aaron Hubbard. We are just bringing in the 4-star commits right now. And we beat Cal, which means we are 6-5 and bowl eligible. We're also 4-3 in conference right now. This is crazy. All right, final week versus Duke. Wow, the tackles locked us out, even though we send the house on them. Yeah, we're not getting Darnold. We should get Braden Rabb as of now, though. This is interesting. Oh, George is getting in all out of nowhere. Felix locked us out all of a sudden. Same thing with Pettis. Barmore didn't even let us in. Same thing with Smoot. No, we're still locked out on these guys. God damn it. We're bringing in insane classes, man. Just believe in me. Believe in me for a sec. Bama wants Ezzy? What? Why? I get in on him and Bama's like, oh, Stanford's in on him. Let's ruin Stanford's day. And this one hurts me in a couple different ways. Terrence Darnold, the gem 4-star defensive tackle we were in on in the beginning, has committed to Mizzou. So not only is it Mizzou, who I went through hell and back with, we lose him this late when we were in on him first. On the bright side, we are projected our first bowl game. It would be against Auburn. We'll see if that's the case. Surfing locked us. Oh, we're not going to get Surfing. You bitch. Julian Sayin with 56 touchdowns for Ohio State wins the Heisman. And we do get our first bowl game. It is the Gasparilla Bowl against Auburn. All right, the Gasparilla Bowl. Auburn is by far a better team than us. Not by record necessarily, but definitely by team overall. 4th and 9 for Antwine. Bar. And it's picked. I mean, there is definitely a skill disparity here. I'm not going to make you guys watch much of this game, I'll tell you that. We did make our first bowl game at least. And if it means anything, Doug Antwine as a true freshman gets bowl game experience. And he also dealt with bowl game defeat. And Notre Dame wins the Natty. We actually had a 1-score game against them this year. So I guess we're almost as good as the national champions. All right, this is where we get hurt. Players leaving. I do know that our running back that we want to keep around, Tab, it wants to leave. And there's no chance we can keep him. That is disappointing. Now, Sammy Brown wants to get drafted. We have an extremely high chance of bringing him back. He's an 88 overall. I think we got to do that. Hopefully it works. And he has decided to stay. We get Sammy Brown for another year. And then we're also going to try to keep Omari Gaines. He is a freshman red shirt with gold knockout at safety. I figure he's our best chance. No one else has really good dev. He has decided to stay. Both of our persuasions work. We'll take it. We lose some big names, though. Especially Cole Tab, who I thought was going to be our running back, but apparently not. We get one guy drafted. It was Isaiah Glasker out of the portal last year in the 4th round. Okay. We have a really good corner that wants to play for us. 2 of them. Jalen Braxton. Okay. Texas Tech legend. All right. The focuses for week 1 of the transfer portal. Braden Rabb was an open 5-star that I found late in the year. We are first on him. I can't sell him, unfortunately. We don't have a good enough sell, but I do have him on a week 1 visit. Maybe we'll be able to take him. We are locked out on Kari Dobbs here due to playing time, apparently, but we are first on him. Maybe we can keep that. Denard Patassi is looking fantastic. He's the Gem 3-star we found. Kendricks, pro potential is going to hurt us for a lot of the O-linemen all of a sudden, but we are first on Kendricks and first on Jerry, so I'm leaving them on the board. And same thing with Douglas Pettis. It's championship contender for him, but we are the only one that's offered him. We're also looking to pick up Doug Conrad, Jason Isaac, just a bunch of 3-star alignment, and then we get to the transfers. Zabian Brown. We need him and Jalen Braxton. We will have some nasty corners for this year if we get them both. We found a freshman right now going to be a sophomore, Jordan Crawford, a defensive tackle. Would be massive for us to get. Same thing with Sky Priesty. He's another young guy, 3-star running back. Hopefully he'd be good. I found a 3-star receiver that liked us a lot, and then it's just O-line depth, more tackles. We're going after an outside linebacker, another outside linebacker, and then it's just a lot of depth pieces. All right, after week 3, we finally get some commits. We get Kiki, the wide receiver, and that is it. And we lost a couple big ones. Oh, God, we lost a couple big ones. We lose Zabian Brown to Oregon. I thought we were going to have that one. That one hurts. And then we lose Jordan Crawford. This is the biggest one. Penn State came out of nowhere and just ripped him. It was insane. And after week 4 of the portal, I'm looking for one name. It's Rab. I don't think we're going to get him. But if we get Rab, I would be thrilled. We lost to Bama and Braxton, too. You got to be shitting me. So looking at our board here, Braden Rab goes to Washington. Kari Dobbs goes to UConn. Isaac goes to Syracuse out of nowhere. That just sucks. Braxton leaves us for Bama. Priestley goes to Cal. How did we lose to Cal when we had visit week 4? And then O'Keen out of nowhere goes to Michigan State. That sucks. Overall, though, we have another top 20 class. We have a top 12 class. And we got our first ever 5-star. I mean, this was a much better class. We will take it. It will help. All right, looking at dev traits here. Bickley is a star. Love to see it. We get normal on Lewis. And star on Jamarcus Smith. Love to see that out of the 5-star. Star on Iffy. Big fan of that. We also get star on Bobby Hurt and Earl Stoke. And Aaron Hubbard. We also get star on Potasi, which is nice at right tackle. Love to see that. And Doug Antwine is an 82. Macaulay moved to an 83, but Antwine's our guy, man. He's our guy. Davis up to an 85. Champ Hampton up to a 77. Brams an 86. Hall is a 79. I think we brought in Caleb Brams. That's nice. That's really good. O-line wise, 75. 80 with a 79 there. We're gonna have our freshman start at center. We have a couple 83 guards. Our tackle situation on the right side is awful. Sammy Brown is up to a 91. Oh my goodness. At corner, we'll be okay here. I moved Darius Davis from safety over to corner and he jumped 5. He's a 79 now. Love to see that. Volk is gonna start at free safety for us. Yes, the freshman we recruited up to a 75, up 9. And then we have some good strong safeties to fill in. All right, so I went through the year 3 preseason. We got all the guys we were targeting and we are in week 0. And here are the targets that we're mainly going for. There's a running back that is a 5-star #1 running back in the nation that actually really likes us. So we're putting all in on him. Same thing with this wide receiver, the #4 receiver in the nation, another 5-star. We got an outside linebacker. We're focusing a lot on corner this year. We got 4 corners that we're going after. We found one gem. It was this 4-star right tackle, Slade Gibbs. We're going all in for him. Not a lot of teams in on him yet, but we weren't in interest at all. So we're hoping that we can at least get in there. Same thing with this Madu right guard guy. We're first on a free safety. Got a couple edge rushers. And the main focus right now is skill players and O-line. We're 2-0. We beat Vandy. We just beat an SEC school. McNabb already committed. Bama moved quick there. We lost again. Wait, we got a player of the week. Did we win? Did we just beat SMU? Oh, we beat them. 2 touchdowns? Okay, we should be able to get witted because even with UCLA having the visit this week, we have the visit next week. We just have to beat Syracuse. All right, so week 7 update. We have a big game against number 17 undefeated Hawaii. This is crazy. This is going to be a crazy game, though. We are 4-2, 2-2 in conference play. The biggest win being this last week. We went against, at the time, number 2 SMU. They're number 12 now. But they were number 2. We won by 2 touchdowns. Update on our recruiting. We don't have any commits yet, but we are close. Dom Whitted, the 5-star running back, has a visit next week. He's visiting UCLA this week, but I think that forces a recruiting battle, assuming they win, and then we get him in the next week. Enrique Lockett, we got him on a week 9 bye visit. I'm not too worried about Duke. We should be okay here on Lockett. Bulaga, I think, will commit after this week. Aguilar, we just forced a recruiting battle. This is our visit week, so assuming we win this week, I think we can get Tommy Aguilar. George Kamalu, I think with a win, he will commit this week. If we lose, I still think he could commit this week. Timothée Duff is also visiting this week, the edge rusher. We're looking pretty good on Duff. Madu, I'm worried about these 2 offensive linemen. Now, we have a visit for both of them in week 8 against Syracuse, but we do not have a good sell on them. So I'm sending the house on both Jermaine Madu and Slade Gibbs, who is the gem. If we win against Syracuse, I'm feeling okay, but we have to win next week. Also, this is Oregon's visit week. I'm not feeling great about either of them. We are in now on a 5-star outside linebacker in Tavares Woodside, and we're looking pretty darn good here. We do have enough for a sell, and we have a week 9 visit, which is a bye week, but we are going to have him visit with the corner that we talked about earlier. And then we're also in on this 5-star athlete. He's more of a center. I took a little bit off here just so we could get a couple visits scheduled for the week 9 bye. But we're looking great there. And then Josh Nix, we have scheduled for Syracuse next week as well. And we have a very good sell on him, so I'm feeling pretty good about him. But yes, we have 4 visits this week for Hawaii, and they're ranked, undefeated. I feel like we have to play them. We are the better team on paper. So we are going to jump in here and play the moments. Tree! I hate the shorts. The shorts, I think, is what ruins it for me. And the eyes. The eyes weird me out. We get a stop on their first drive, and now we get to see the sophomore Antwine. I'm very excited about this. The guy has a cannon now. And we're going to run it with Davis. Davis still here. I believe it's his senior year. We get 8 yards off that. Ooh, they brought some pressure. We get it to the freshman, Buckley, and he gets the first down. Buckley is playing the slot for us this year. We made sure because he has a playing time deal breaker that he is in there on the slot. We're going to take a little risk here. We also got the guy we recruited, Brahms, as our X receiver, which is pretty dope to see. And we're going deep ball. Wide open is Dorsey. Dorsey's going to catch it. Touchdown, Stanford. What a throw from Antwine. Looking fantastic as a true sophomore. Jay Dorsey played a lot of slot receiver for us last year, I believe. We put him on the outside because we wanted to get Buckley in. It's working out okay. Here we are again. We get another stop, and now we're in the red zone. We're going to run a little draw play that we got no blocking from our center. We are starting a true freshman at center, but he's supposed to be good-ish. He's not great yet, though. They sent pressure. Oh, we got to get a better block there. Davis just put the football on the ground. Ain't no way he just got wrapped up like that and put the football on the ground. No, he's down. He's 100% down. I see the elbow down. Throw the challenge flag. Yeah, that's right. Give me that ball back. Give me that ball back. I don't know how I feel about that. Bickley over the middle. Hold on to it. He drops it. That's the true freshman right there. We should be able to get 3 points here, which will put us up 2 scores against number 17, Hawaii. Kick is up. Oh my God, it's not good. I did too much. I don't like that. Oh my God, this is... We are now losing as we jump in. 3rd and 5. Red is open, and Red gets the first down, the trustworthy senior. And we scored. W. And we get the ball back. And we're going to hit the tight end. It's Black who gets the first. And over the middle. It's broken up. No. We get ball back, though. 1st and 10 from the 15 to start the 4th quarter. All right, 3rd and 6 here for Antwine. Black. Do we go for it? Red over the middle. Touchdown, Red. Going for it on 4th down. And in Antwine, we trust. Come on, dude. A win here would be so massive for the program. And Brams is going to make the catch. 1st down, Stanford. Remember, Brams is the guy we recruited. We were able to keep him around. We're not going to convert. We'll go for 3 here. Field goal here. Puts us up 2 full touchdowns. Kick is up. Kick is good. 24-10 against number 17. And right here, we're in victory formation is Antwine. And that is going to end the game. 27-10 is our final. Stanford beats number 17. I can't believe Hawaii's number 17, by the way. But that is a massive win with some massive visits against our 2nd straight ranked opponent. Jay Dorsey is the player of the game. 5 catches for 130 yards, 2 touchdowns. Obviously, Antwine had a great game. Love to see that out of our true sophomore quarterback. Dude, that was huge. That was a massive win. And with that, we get our first commit of the year. It is the 5-star number 1 running back in the nation. Dom Whitted has committed, as well as Jaquan Bulaga. And we get another. It's Tommy Aguilar. We got the left tackle. We stole him last second. George Kamalu as well. We just got our safety, both of our safeties of the future, honestly. All right, after Syracuse week, we do get Timothée Duff to commit. Did we win, or if we lost, it's gonna be really sad. Jimmy Bickley, ACC Offensive Player of the Week, 6 catches, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns. We had to have won with that. Oh my God, we're ranked. I'm sorry, Stanford is ranked for the first time ever. Number 23. We are killing it in year 3. And I just want to make a point here. We survived Lockett's visit week versus Duke, so we will be getting him as well. And we get another commit. Enrique Lockett commits officially. And then another. It's Slade Gibbs, the right tackle, the gem right tackle. We managed to get him. And we got Josh Nix as well, the 4-star edge rusher, which means, yep, we lost out on Jermaine Madu. Oregon beat us out. Okay, we need to talk here. We are 7-2 and have beaten SMU, who was number 2 at the time. We lost to Clemson by a score. We beat Hawaii, who was number 21 at the time. We're their only loss. And we just beat Duke, who was ranked. What is happening? We're number 13. And we have commitments. Tavares Woodside, the 5-star outside linebacker, has committed. Love to see it. Oh my God, we won again. UNC was ranked and we just beat them on visit week. All right, little update here. We were going crazy and then we got up to number 10. lost to Cal, who was 2-7, which dropped us a ton. And then we lost to Notre Dame, who we're expected to lose to. Real tough way to end the year. We end up 8-4, and we are in the Pop-Tarts Bowl against West Virginia. Recruiting wise, we did lose the 5-star athlete last minute, as well as this 4-star corner last minute. All right, I figure we'll jump into the Pop-Tart Bowl. That is a disturbing image, that Pop-Tart dancing like that. Coach Gooch Bronson leads out the Cardinal. The trees are their own kind of people. Shout out Rush. We'll see if our now sophomore quarterback does a little better than last year. And we're going to hit Brams for a big first down to start the game. Love to see it. All right, I see Bickley on the field, so he must be okay. And we're going to get it to the freshman who puts the football on the ground. We're going to check it. Throw the flag. They keep getting these wrong, man. They're down, dude. You'd think it wouldn't be that hard, man. We'll get that ball back. Thank you. And we get Antwine out on the move. It does not have wheels. Yo, late hit, bro. And we hit the tight end Black for the first down. We got to get Bickley not cold. It was a bullshit fumble. We all know it, Bickley. No, I had Bickley. No. Oh, they're pressing. They're pressing. Beat the press. They beat the press. Brams, yo, let's PI, call it. All right, a lot has happened apparently. We were up 7-0 in the red zone, 3rd and 5. And it's Bickley making the catch. Timeout, West Virginia. What's up, Abe Lincoln? In the end zone, it's Davis for a touchdown. 14-0 Stanford in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Layered pass to Black. Big first down for the tight end. All the way to the 20. We're going to run the ball with Davis. Get it over the middle of the field. 3rd and 3. He's got 100 yards rushing on 6 rushes. Over the middle of the field, it's Bickley. Touchdown, Bickley. There we go, freshman. Bickley is going to be a stud next year. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Easy touchdown for Davis. Back up 2 touchdowns. Minute 46. Oh, this game's basically over. We're going to run it, though, to make them waste even more time. But, yeah, this game's over. And off to Davis. Cuts over the middle, and that's going to end the game. Stanford has won their first bowl game officially. We just won the Pop-Tarts Bowl. So sick. Antwine comes back from what happened last year against Auburn and wins the Pop-Tart Bowl in his true sophomore year. Pop-Tart Bowl winner. Yay, Stanford. All right, but year 3, we end 9-4. That's big. We'll take that. All right, and the natty winner was Georgia. Just squeaking out Penn State 43-42. We get 8 persuasions this year out of no. We go from 2 to 8 in 1 year. Okay, so we're gonna try everybody. Yo, Macaulay, you want to stay, buddy? Oh my God, Macaulay's staying. Macaulay has stayed for his senior year. All right, we got a good backup. Okay, I want Clark to stay, please. All right, we lost Dakota Clark, our kicker. We just lost our star free safety for Johnny Volk, who started this year, by the way, but lost due to pro potential. We keep Hayden Gunter at left tackle. I guess that's fine. Would like to keep Jarmilo. We do not. We managed to keep Sharif Gagweri. Defensive tackle, get depth, I guess. He's not good. Like, this class, I think, ends up pretty good, but it's tough right now. And Sammy Brown goes round 1. We're gonna miss him. He was huge for us, man. And we get a commitment after week 2 of the portal. Josh De La Puente, 5-star wide receiver that was very under recruited, actually, has committed. We also get Dominic Missouri, the 4-star corner. Those are 2 very big pickups. We do lose out on Chris Lawson, unfortunately. Also, we're up to a 3.5-star school. We're making upgrades here. All right, after week 3, we did find a gem 3-star Mike linebacker, which is going to be massive for us. We also found a 3-star gem center. So good depth pieces there for sure. Maybe we can build around them. And regarding the transfers, we have a chance at Peyton Morgan. We will see how that goes. I'm not feeling great about Brian Daniels, especially after our visit week, and now we're losing LSU, so we're probably going to end up losing him. But the other running back, the 3-star Isaiah Farrell, I do feel very good about this one. Sam McLeod, I feel great about. I think even if Arizona forces a recruiting battle somehow, we should be fine. And then the other top guys, Antoine Swope, we'll see how this goes. I mean, we're still ahead here. I don't feel amazing about it. No one's in on Del Thomas, Nick Acho, or Miles, so we should be able to get all three of them too. All right, and after the last week of the portal, we do lock in Nick Acho. We do lock in Del Thomas, and we also get Miles confirmed. We get the 3-star gem center, Jeremiah Sizer. We lose Swope, dude. Oh, that one hurts so bad. Literally the last week. We lose Peyton Morgan to Texas. We lose Brian Daniels to A&M. We lose McLeod to Cal, and Priester goes to Georgia. Kendricks goes to South Carolina or Southern California out of nowhere. How does USC get in there out of nowhere? Overall, though, we bring in 22, maybe a 23rd in Holly because we did offer him a scholarship. Not the biggest class, that's for sure, but it ends up being the number 9 class in the nation. Smaller than most, but we do get 3 5-stars and 11 4-stars. Do we feel okay about this? All right, who got better? Or is it encouraged transfers? I think it's who got better. It is who got better. All right, so our tight end Black has upgraded to Impact Dev, and that is it. Looking at training results, we are now a 78 overall team still. How are we not getting better? Our quarterback Doug Antwine has improved so much though. He has abilities now, 89 true, playing up to a 93. Beautiful. And even 99 throw power. I just saw that. That's incredible. Marcus Brown, we just moved him from wide receiver to running back, and he is an 83. No one else improved too much. Wide receiver wise, Brahms is up to an 87. Bickley up to an 82, and Iffy, coming off a red shirt, is up to an 81. Tight end is solid. Danny Bayer, the guy we brought in last year, is now up to a 78. Hayden Gunter didn't improve at all. Oh, we got a couple good guards here in a day in Barden. Hubbard up to a 79. We get Madden up to an 86. Owens is stuck in an 83, but Spencer Kendricks jumps 10 to an 81. And then we have Potassi. Oh yeah, jumping to an 81 as a true sophomore, up 10. Enrique Samuel up to up 6. We brought him in the portal. But also Joe is up to an 85. 82 for Jamarcus Smith after his true freshman year. Defensive tackle depth got a little bit better. Love to see that, especially Ezekiel Casa jumping 6 to a 73. Bobby Hurt, who ended up staying, jumps up to a 79. Love to see it as a true sophomore. And then Andre Goda in a redshirt year jumps up 6 to a 77. The corners aren't great, but Trey Trewin, who is the 2-star that we brought in late last year, that was a gem, up 15 in his redshirt year. He's a freshman at 77. That's incredible. Omari Gaines is up to an 81, and Howie Bates. Okay, so even though we lost our star dev that played last year at free safety, Gaines is going to be fine. And honestly, he was one we persuaded to come back in the past, so that is good to see. Why is DiNapoli worried about pro potential? Buddy, you're what, a junior at a 79 overall? All right, we are now 5 weeks into year 4. We start 1-2. Not very good. We had a couple tough games against North Carolina and Clemson, who were ranked though. We now play FIU, out of conference game, and this is a big visit week. First of all, we're locked out even though we're in first on Henry Arnett, a 5-star outside linebacker, which stinks. We're doing very, very good though. Got some 5-stars we're in on. We have Ramon Owens, a 5-star running back, coming in for a visit this week, as well as 5-star Mike linebacker Isaac Hawker. Eli McCray joins Hawker on the defensive side of the ball on a visit this week. And then Jorge Bandy, or George Bandy, I don't know which he prefers, the 4-star gem tackle. We are second on him right now. We have the visit this week, and it is a complimentary visit. This would be huge for us. We need to win this week. All right, we're gonna jump in here and play the moments as I look at my worst nightmare, the tree. I really hate that thing. And we get to take a look at Antwine, the junior now, who's over a 90 overall. We're gonna hand off to Brown, the former wide receiver, who's gonna get the first down. 3rd and inches from the 26. It's gonna be another handoff to Brown here. We get it, and we get the first down. That's massive. Antwine out of the shotgun, 2nd and 5. And we're going to get it to Brahms, who makes the catch, breaks some tackles, and gets into the end zone. What a catch from Brahms. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Brahms. Antwine out of the shotgun. Over the middle of the field. Bickley makes the catch, 1st down. Yo, the catch in traffic on some of these receivers got to be incredible.
From the gun, wants to pass.
And we get it over the middle to Bickley. That's a first down and more all the way to the 12 here in the second quarter. Ooh, God, I love Antwine, man. He is so good. And we're going to go quick out here to Afe, who's going to get 8. Oh, no, no, no. Why is a defensive tackle going into coverage there? Antwine out of the shotgun. And we hit Ife, who gets the first down to the 36. Let's waste some time. We still haven't hit De La Puente yet, which I'm a little bit surprised about. And we hit the tight end Bayer, first down. It's fun seeing the guys we recruited just out here making plays. Over the middle, it's De La Puente again, and he drops it. Freshman move, man. We're going to go for 3 here, try to get a touchdown lead. Kick is up. Kick is good. 17-10 here in the second. FIU, 10 seconds left in the half, is going for the field goal. Kick is up, and it's going to be good. 17-13, likely your score at half. Wide open is Brahms to the 30. Big first down. That's a great route. Oh, my God. They hit the under route. He got it, didn't he? He did. Make a play. Big play by Gaines. Massive play by Gaines. First down wins the game. And Brown is gonna get it. Timeout FIU. Another handoff to Brown, who is tackled. Second FIU timeout. Another handoff. Brown, final timeout. 49 seconds left. Antwine in victory formation, gonna kneel it down. We're going to take it all the way down and then punt. And FIU is going for the Hail Mary. 3 seconds left in the game. We bat this down, we win. I'm sending Hurt all the way up. He threw past the line of scrimmage. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Big win. Big visit week win. It got scary, but we get the job done against a team we should be beaten. That fourth quarter touchdown was absolutely massive. Doug Antwine, the player of the game, as he should be. He is the best player on my team. And with that win, we get a commitment from the running back, Ramon Owens. Massive. Isaac Hawker. I want to say Isaiah Hooker for some reason. Isaac Hawker is also committed. Eli McRae is about to commit after this week, after that visit week. And Bandy is so close to committing, we might actually get him. And we do get Eli McRae in the next week, as well as the safety Ron Forts. We beat out Texas for him, which is pretty dope. Bandy did not commit. USC forced a recruiting battle. We do get a commitment here. 4-star athlete. He's a tight end. Timothy Schuster committing on the week that we face SMU. And we do lose Jorge Bandy. I think all the losing that we've been doing this year did not help us. We're 0-4 in conference play. It sucks to lose Bandy, bro. I'm not going to lie. That one hurts. And Liggins, who we were #1 on, locked us out, even though we have a visit for him this week. I don't know what's going to happen there. It's not looking good. Levine locked us out, and he's on visit this week. Oh, my God. Kevin Liggins has committed, the 4-star running back. So even on the visit week when he had us locked out, he ends up committing. He's probably still going to lock us out. 5-star defensive tackle, Emmanuel Coro. There we go. Defensive tackle has been a position we struggle recruiting at, and we just got the #1 defensive tackle in the nation. And we also get 5-star left tackle, TJ Muhammad. We beat out Texas. Yes. All right, after SJSU week, Zach Sizemore committed, which makes me think we won, because we were not necessarily winning him at the time. And we did. We're 7-5. We will get a bowl game. We went 4-4 in conference. It started rough, but we also had a very, very, very rough schedule to start. And we get the 5-star linebacker, Henry Arnett. He locked us out for a while, and then we managed to still get him. That's a massive pickup for us. And then we also bring in Mateo Radway, a 4-star defensive tackle. So at least we got a little bit of defensive tackle talent now. We also brought in the other 5-star. We did not get Gideon Hasty. Okay, Tennessee quarterback wins 55 touchdowns, 5,000 passing yards. Is nuts. All right, and we are in the Military Bowl this year against Tulsa. We finished 7-5, which was not too bad. The recruiting class is looking fantastic. My biggest worry is if we're going to be able to keep our quarterback around after this year, or if he's going to try to go pro. But before the transfer portal, we already have a top 12 class in the nation. That's pretty damn good. 4 5-stars, which is the second most in the nation besides Georgia. And in year 4, Florida State. Number 1 Florida State beats number 2 Oregon. Okay. A little bit different right there, Florida State. Okay, this is awesome. We get Antwine another year. Jay Dorsey is leaving us. Kendricks is leaving us. That kind of sucks. No, Missouri. I specifically had Missouri play, but pro potential. Oh no, we lost a star corner. Wait, Whitted, you didn't play enough? You were my RB2. You got 8 rush attempts? Please stay. Fuck! You were the future, Whitted. No one's saying. Oh my God, Holiday? I don't even want small. Okay, yay, small stayed. Oh, that Whitted hurts, bro. That's bad. I specifically moved him up to RB2 so he would play. And he gets 8 rush attempts and leaves. All right, in the transfer portal, we actually get one of our freshmen coming in to commit. DJ Ferris, the 3-star right tackle, is committed. Moving on to week 4 of the portal, we get some commits here. Sony Nua, the 3-star quarterback we were going after, has committed. We also get Juan Gomez, the 4-star strong safety, out of the portal. Love to see that. We also get Marquise Davis, the 4-star running back from Cleveland, Ohio, out of the portal. And the same thing with Bernie Livings, the 4-star edge. Love to see that. And rounding out the transfer portal, we should get a bunch of them. Any big ones? We did get a gem kicker. I will say that. That was a nice pickup. Brian Peppers does commit, even though he locked us out due to playing time. That's kind of funny. We did get Cameron Proctor, stole him away. 3-star corner, and got another 3-star corner. We lose Singh to Texas and Barr to Tennessee. Barr was that center we were going after that we found. That's unfortunate. We do. Monte goes to Michigan. So a couple tough losses, but overall our class is number 4. We have a top 5 recruiting class. 4 5-stars, 11 4-stars, 7 3-stars. Oh, that is amazing. That is truly amazing. We are up there with the best. Also, I forgot to go through dev traits last year, but this one, Ramon Owens, 5-star running back with elite dev. That's our guy. That's our guy. We lost one, we got a new one. Hawker has star. Love to see that. A bunch of impact. Star on Timothy Schuster. That's a tight end right there. Star on Kevin Liggins. Yo, okay. We have crazy backfield depth now. Star on Emmanuel Coro. Impact on Muhammad. Star on Zach Sizemore. Star on Arnett as well. And star on Radway. Yo, wait, this team's getting nasty. Montague had star. That's tough to miss. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very sad about that one. Fresh. Okay, he's gonna be a sophomore. Bernie Livings has elite dev off the edge. Massive. And then star on our kicker. I mean, this is a great class. This is foundational. Doug Antwine is a 93 overall, playing up to a 95. This guy is unreal. Marquise Davis and Brian Peppers are high 80s. We got Bardo up to an 82, 79 for Douglas Pettis. Bickley is a 90. And Brahms is an 88. De La Puente is an 86 as a true sophomore. Nah, this has got to be close to the team at least. Bayer and Acho. We moved Acho over from wide receiver. He's now a new tight end. Okay, left tackle's a little bit weak. Guards an 83, centers an 83, Madden's an 88, 84. Okay, so we're a little weak at tackle. Off the edge, we are disgusting. Defensive tackles are good, and we have 2 good freshmen in as well. Hurd is up to an 87 at Mike, 89 for Woodside, 80 for Goda. Trewin, dude, this guy was a 2-star recruit. Trey Trewin was a 2-star recruit, and in his sophomore redshirt season is up to an 88. This guy's insane. Lewis is an 81. Lockett 78. Okay. 84 for Gaines, 84 for Kamalu. Love to see it. We recruited him. And then 87 for Gomez, and then Hook coming in as an 81. Bulaga is a 77. And we have the perfect roster size. Nah, you can't even make that up. Perfect roster size. That's just skill, man. That's skill. I haven't had to encourage a single transfer this entire rebuild. We are an 86 overall team, starting at number 19, a 91 defense, and we have our quarterback as a senior, and he's incredible. I think this has got to be the year. I'm really not going to focus on recruiting that much this year. and hopefully we make the playoffs. If not, I guess you guys will see the class instead. All right, here into year 5, we are number 14, starting with a 3-0 record against a lot of teams that we should beat, honestly. FCS, Arkansas, and then we beat Duke. We have a rivalry game here against San Jose State. I'm not too worried about it, but it is a big recruiting visit week. As you can see here, Deshaun Morris was a quarterback we were going after, a 4-star. This is the visit week, and he just committed to Oklahoma, which was very, very tough. But we are bringing in a 5-star Gaskin running back in week 7. We got a couple offensive tackles we're looking great on. A 5-star outside linebacker we're looking great on, and then we have another 5-star outside linebacker. Actually, he's on visit this week, which could be massive for us. We're also in on a couple other 5-stars, but we have a visit week for Bruce Coates, a 4-star wide receiver we would very much like to get because he's 6'5". We're also bringing in an offensive guard this week, and then even next week we got another wide receiver coming in. We've got a lot of visits scheduled, but this week we needed that quarterback. He committed right before it. Oklahoma did a great job. Based on how the team's playing, though, I feel like this is going to be a really good year for us. We have 3 games against ranked opponents as of now, and I think those are going to be the ones I jump in on. At SMU, at Pittsburgh, and then home versus Notre Dame. We have a chance to make the college football playoff this year. And we do get commitments after that visit week. I'm assuming that means it went well. Bruce Coates does commit, even though we were in second on him. We also get Tua Okwo, the left guard. So some nice commitments there that we really wanted. And we are 4-0, number 13 right now. This is going very well. All right, game against Wake. We do have 1 visit this week. I assume it goes well. And we get another commitment, the 5-star defensive tackle, Jay Soliday. That's a big pickup for us. And another Rico Tiffin, the 4-star wide receiver that was on a visit this week. This is going great so far outside of the quarterback. All right, so I'm going to make a quick change to my original plan. We have to play Boston College. They are now a ranked matchup in conference as well, and it's a massive visit week. We got our 5-star running back Sheriff Gaskin coming in. We have Matt Plummer coming in, a 5-star right tackle. Also, the will linebacker, 5-star Tremaine Otis that we're bringing in. We're in a deep recruiting battle with Oregon. This visit could be huge for us. And last but not least, the 5-star Mike linebacker, Isaac Simonson, is also coming in. It's a massive visit week for us. We got to make sure we win this game. Now, looking at the overalls here, we are definitely the better team, but that still should, I mean, we've seen us lose to worse teams. And for the 5th year in a row, we get to see that horrible tree. And here we come on our home field against a ranked Boston College. Some freshmen on campus. This is a big one. And they're giving us the ball very first time. It's the first time we actually get to use this new team, too. We got some studs on the field here. De La Puente had a huge week earlier this year. And we're going to hit Bickley, who's our new 90 overall receiver. This is a very fun team we have right now. It's just we got to make sure we win this game, so we're playing this whole first drive. And I'm seeing they're pressing. They only got 1 high safety. If we can beat press on one side, we are good. And we are going to our X receiver. It's Bickley downfield. Can't make the play. And this is Antwine's senior year. It's a little bit scary to think of this program without him. We get some good blocks out in front for Peppers. Brought him in the portal. And De La Puente is open over the middle of the field. Great throw from Antwine. And we get to the 15. Can't believe De La Puente was there for so long without getting recruited. And we were just able to snag him late in the year. And De La Puente gets the catch there and will get the first down to the 4. Make some great catches out of the slot. And we're going to give the ball to Owens here. Owens gets some blocks out front. There was a pancake in front of him. Couldn't quite get in the end zone. We're going to try to just smash it in there with Owens. Dude, our center is putting in work. Oh, baby. The freshman Owens touchdown. And Bickley is actually going to get open on the RPO, and we get 1st and goal on the 8. And it's 3rd and goal on the 5. We need a big stop here. And Antwine's actually going to be sacked. But that is okay. Our kicker should put it in here, and we will go up 10. All right, over the middle of the field. Layered pass. And it's overthrown by Antwine. We had Acho open. Tie game is a little bit scary, I will admit. But we hit Acho on the slant on the RPO, and he actually gets quite a big gain. See if we can get Brahms open on the post. And he is. Antwine makes the throw. Brahms can't hold on. Oh, no. And De La Puente gets open and drops the ball. And we're going to hit Owens on the screen here. Need some big blocks, and we're getting them. And Owens is going to get the first down. Great job by the freshman. And we're going to try to hit Bickley here on the RPO. He is open, and he makes the catch. Touchdown, Stanford. What a great drive with 2-minute drill. And we take the lead. And that's a great thing because we can punch it in with our freshman running back, Owens. Touchdown. But that is okay. We have a 42-yarder chip shot basically for our kicker. And that's going to put us up 3 possessions if we make it. And somehow I hit the upright. And we end up dominating the rest of the game, keeping that lead 31-17 on a big visit week. Doug Antwine is the player of the game. Love to see that from our senior stud quarterback, the best player on the team. And the great thing about Doug Antwine is he had no interceptions. Love to see it. Our freshman running back, Ramon Owens, goes 17 for 62, but 2 touchdowns. Receiving wise, De La Puente has been incredible out of the slot with 7 catches. Acho gets a touchdown. Bickley also gets a touchdown. And Brahms had a good game too, 3 for 55. And because of that visit week, we get the 5-star running back recruit in Sheriff Gaskin. We also get another commit in the 5-star right tackle, Matt Plummer, and another, the 5-star left tackle, Ofisa from California, and another Tremaine Otis commits as well. A bunch of 5-stars coming in, and then a 4-star corner in BJ Holdman. Oh my God, we just got a 6th commit. The Mike linebacker, 5-star Isaac Simonson also commits. We got 6 commits off that week. That was insane. Another ranked matchup, a top 10 matchup, Stanford versus SMU, a conference rival. We have beaten them a couple times in the past, but this is one of our biggest games of the year. If we win this, we might be into the top 5. And here we are at SMU. This crowd is going to be relentless. It's the first time we're playing like a tough away game with this team too. Any natties at? Not yet. This is like a one-off rebuild video I'm doing. It's my first one-off rebuild. So we're going until I win a natty here. And it's going to be 3rd and 7 from the 40 here. I do see Owens on the field, which makes me happy. And we're actually going to have to run it for him. We get it to the outside, make it 4th and 4. Are we just going to take 3 here? It is possible. It's a 54-yarder for our freshman kicker. Kick is up, and it's blocked by SMU. Oh, no. But that is okay. We get the ball back without them scoring. And we're going to try to hit Bickley here on this RPO. Pass to him. He takes a shot and holds on. 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 14. We're going to hand it off to Owens. He just went in between his blocker and the rusher. I've never seen that in my life. He squeaked between them and gets a 14-yard touchdown. This freshman might be generational. Look at this. Like, he snuck between them. It's going to be 3rd and 2 here. This is a big 3rd down conversion that we need. And Acho is open. Can he hold on? He does. The possession catch was huge. And we're going to give the freshman another chance here on the kick. It's not looking good, and the freshman shanks it again. He has missed out on both field goals so far. It's going to be 3rd and 8. We're going to run verts here. We've missed out on a couple big opportunities here, but we hit De La Puente, and that's a big game. I do have to say, our defense has been incredible to start this game. 2-minute warning, and we've still kept them off the board. And we're going to hit De La Puente. Makes the catch. It actually runs into the end zone. What a contested catch. I guess it does help to have a smaller wide receiver. And we get the ball back already. A 3 and out for SMU. And I want to take a shot. Bickley beats his man. Antwine takes a hit. Bickley makes the catch. What a throw from Antwine. The throw under pressure, and we get to the 4-yard line. And just like that, we have a chance to score again. SMU uses their 2nd timeout. Oh no, it's picked. The safety lurked it. We're able to save the touchdown. Taylor O'Neal's hurt. We have missed out on about 13 points this game right now. And we're still winning 14-0 in the 3rd. And we're able to get the screen off in time. Owens had 1 man to beat, and he's not going to. Yet another field goal opportunity for our freshman kicker. He's missed out on the first 2 opportunities. And this one is going to be blocked again. I have never seen anything like this. This crowd is just messing with the freshmen. And all of that just to come back to a tie game with 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. This is insane. What happened to this game? We do have all of our timeouts, but so do they. We're going to hit our tight end, Acho, and that's going to be a first down. Minute 50 left in this game, and we're going to hit Brahms. Makes the catch contested. That was scary. And now we just need to make SMU waste their timeouts. If we get another first down, we're in field goal range. We get a handoff to Owens. Why did he stop? I don't know. I am a little nervous here. I'm not going to lie. And our running back Owens is open. Owens within 1 yard of a first down. Timeout SMU. If we get a first down here, we're in a great opportunity to win this game. The first down here will be massive. We give it to Owens, the freshman, and he's going to get the first down. Timeout SMU. And we're going to run it again to make them use their final timeout. We have all of ours, so we're going to be able to just play for the field goal here. And Owens gets another first down. Timeout SMU. And we're just going to make sure we keep this centered in these next couple runs. We just got to hold on to the ball. Owens gets 3. And this is the last play before another field goal opportunity. We have to trust our kicker here. Hand off to Owens, who does get tackled. And we're going to take it down to the last second and kick a field goal for the win. And we have a 32-yard opportunity for our freshman kicker. He's centered up perfectly. All he has to do is hit it. The kick is up, and he hits this one. And it's a walk-off field goal at SMU to keep us undefeated. 17-14 is our final score, and that was a massive win for our season. They tried to make the comeback. They scored 11 in the fourth quarter to tie it, and then we drive down the field for the walk-off field goal. Doug Antwine did not have a crazy game, I will admit, but we did enough to get the job done. Owens didn't even run the ball much. We just didn't have much offense. De La Puente was the only receiving touchdown. And looking at defense here, our middle linebacker, Bobby Hurt, actually had an interception. And that was it. It was just a clean game on both sides. And with that game, Doug Antwine has broken the career passing yards record at Stanford. What a pickup. And after a big week from that, we actually lose the 5-star outside linebacker, Sean Mooney. But that's okay, because we are now a top 5 team in the nation. And after the game against Pitt, we actually get another 4-star running back to commit in Stephen Waddle. That is a really good sign. We also found a gem 3-star pocket passer that might be the replacement to Antwine. And with that, we are now the number 2 team in the nation at 9-0. Looking at the top 25, the only team ahead of us is Miami. And we have a pretty easy schedule left outside of playing Notre Dame. We just got to do our job against Louisville and California. And we had a big visit week against Cal, and we do get a commit off of it. The athlete, he's listed as a center in Femi. We get him as a 4-star. We also bring in this 4-star outside linebacker, Brett Sims. So that is very good to see, and we're not in last place on anybody. So I think that went well for us. And it did. As you can see, we're up to number 3 at 11-0. Looking at our injury report before this conference championship, Jamarcus Smith is out for 6 weeks with a foot fracture. He's our starter. He's our star edge rusher. Day with the torn labrum should come back before the college football playoff at least. But Jamarcus Smith, that one hurts. And here we are jumping into the ACC game. Those Miami jerseys are really clean, I will admit. They are going to be probably the favorites, but we are both undefeated teams. But that may not matter because Miami already jumps out to a lead 7-0. We're going to hit De La Puente over the middle of the field, and he has stopped short. It's going to be 4th and 1. We could kick a 52-yarder here, or we could go for it. I want to go for it. And we're going to hit our tight end, Bayer, who makes the catch. It might have been off the tip, but either way, we get a first down. And 3rd and 1 here. We're going to trust the freshman running back, Owens. We give it to him. He cuts outside, cuts back in, and gets the first down. And we are officially in the red zone here. We're going to run an RPO first play, maybe try to hit De La Puente. And we do over the middle of the field. The middle linebacker came down, and let me tell you, every time De La Puente gets hit, I get scared. From the 7, it is 2nd and goal. And De La Puente's open into the end zone, touchdown. He got carried in by the Miami defender. Either way, we have tied it. And this is a big 2-minute drill drive. Miami up 17-7 out of nowhere. We do have all of our timeouts, so I'm okay with starting this with a run with Owens. We're going to get to the outside. We probably should have hit the hole there on the inside. It's going to be 3rd and 8. I want to let that time tick, but it's just not because it was, unfortunately, an incomplete pass. We hit De La Puente, and he's going to get the first down and more. We'd love to get a touchdown here, but a field goal would be okay. And Acho's open on a streak. Makes the catch. A great throw from Antwine. 47 seconds left. And I want to send the streaks. And we're going deep ball. Acho can't make the catch. A lot of balls off the hands this quarter. I don't like it. Antwine in an empty backfield. We got to get rid of it. And Antwine doesn't get rid of it. It was a horrible drive. We have 6 seconds left. We're doing a Hail Mary opportunity here. Unfortunately, I'm not feeling too good about this. And Antwine gets smashed. Miami is not going to score. We get the ball back. And our defense has actually done a great job here in the second half. We just need to get some positive yards here, and we should be able to have a field goal chance. And we're going to get it to Owens, who does not get a block out in front. We do have an opportunity to kick it for a 49-yarder. Yes, sir. We have some wind helping us, and the freshman kicker hits it. It's a 1-touchdown game. And unfortunately, Miami has taken a massive lead. It's not looking good here in the ACC championship. Antwine gets smashed, and it's going to be batted down. Miami, it looks like they're going to take this one.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Fires it to the wide out. He's got it.
And did Bickley just fumble it? Throw the flag. Throw the flag.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw.
Deep ball to Bickley. Can't hold on. Look at Acho. Oh, what a route from De La Puente. What a route.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt.
Acho to the 2.
That's a design quarterback keeper.
That's not a, oh my God, he got first and goal, but no touchdown. That's outrageous. Get in there. Nice. Antwine is able to get a touchdown. Oh my God. All right. After this appearance, after this showing, we got to hope that someone else takes Miami down in the playoffs, because that was horrible for us. We take our first L of the season against the #1 team, and I can see why they're the #1 team. Their defense is dominant. But even after that, we still get a commitment from Anthony Amaro, the 4-star edge rusher. We needed an edge rusher, so we love to see that. And another commitment the next week. Ian has come through. We're going to move him to tight end. That's the plan, because he is 6'5", 220. But I figured he'd be a great tight end guy to at least get, even as a wide receiver. 6'5", 212. He could definitely make the move. And we have a 2-lane Heisman winner, Kamario Taylor, 43 touchdowns, 4,700 yards. And looking at the bracket here, even with that loss, we are the #3 seed. And honestly, this might be the easier side of the bracket. We had a really good draw there. And looking here, we are going to be playing Hawaii. Oh, the history in this matchup from this video in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. And looking at this, Hawaii is a 65 overall team. If we don't beat them, I don't know what I'll do. And here we are seeing Stanford in the first college football playoff game since we started, and many, many years before that even. The tree in the playoffs, as much as I still hate it. I might be coming to love it. And immediately we find ourselves in the red zone. And we're going to give it to Davis. Where is our freshman running back? Hawaii pressing is annoying, I will say that. De La Puente is open over the middle of the field, though, on the slant. Makes it 3rd and 5. Need a stop here. And over the middle, it's Acho, and he's in the end zone. It's a touchdown, Stanford. Reminder, Acho was a wide receiver, moved to tight end. We have the same idea with Ian. But Hawaii comes back and ties it immediately. It's still the first quarter, and we're going to make a drive here. It's going to be a screen to Owens. First play. We get some great blocks. Owens makes a nice cut back in. It's 2nd and 3. And you know what? We're going to take a shot. We're taking a shot. We go deep downfield to Brahms. Brahms beats everybody. Touchdown, an absolute bomb from Doug Antwine. And we get the ball back in the red zone again. It is 2nd and 7. You would think they'd stop pressing us, and they are. And we're going to hit the running back over the middle. It's Owens, and Owens is going to get in for a touchdown. A 2-touchdown lead here for Stanford in the second quarter. But just like that, Hawaii comes back. Our defense can't stop Hawaii right now. To be fair, they are 14-0. We're going to hand it off to Owens, who gets in untouched. And we're back up to a 2-touchdown lead in the first half. And we have the ball back again here in the second quarter. This game is insane offensively. And De La Puente, open on the streak, makes the catch. It's another bomb from Antwine. And here we are in the red zone again in the second quarter. And we hit De La Puente. Timeout. I'm going for it. That field goal is way too hard. That field goal is way too hard. We're going for it. 2 seconds left. And we're able to hit. Who is that? Is that Bayer? That's Bayer in the game. Another touchdown. 41-14 in the first half. What is this game? And it ends up being an absolute masterclass from our defense. 56-27 in our first game in the college football playoff. That was insane, but it's going to be a tough matchup now because we might have to play Ohio State. Doug Antwine was 21 for 26 with 338 yards, 6 touchdowns, and no interceptions. A crazy game from our senior quarterback. Owens adds 123 yards on the ground with 2 touchdowns rushing and 1 receiving for Owens. Everybody that had a catch this game had a receiving touchdown. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And we're going to be facing Pitt in the Sugar Bowl. We've already beaten them this year. This is great. Oh my God. Pitt beat Ohio State and then beat number 2 Missouri. And it's going to be USC and Miami on the other side. This is crazy. And looking at the injury report, we have been absolutely routed with injuries. 2 right tackles with dislocated ankles. Jamarcus Smith is still out. And we've lost Troy Aldridge, one of our starting defensive tackles. And here we are in the Sugar Bowl against Pitt. They are looking for revenge this season. We did beat them earlier this year at their own home turf. It's a turf. And we take a 14-0 lead in the first quarter. And one more handoff to Owens. Gets in the end zone untouched. We are up 21-0. Jumping in here at the third quarter, Pittsburgh came back a little bit. It is 21-10. We got to ice this game with a touchdown here. Bad throw by Antwine to De La Puente. And over the middle, wide open is Acho, and Acho's going to get to the 5-yard line, 1st and goal. And there's a flag on the play. Owens gets to the 3, but let's see what happens. It looks like they were offsides. And we're going to try to give Owens another touchdown here to the true freshman. And Owens is able to fight in. It is 28-10. And we come back in here again in the fourth quarter. This could ice the game. This could be the dagger. And we hand it to Owens, and Owens gets another touchdown. The true freshman may have iced it. And he did, as you can see. Stanford wins the Sugar Bowl, and we're on to the championship game, 48-17. We have had 2 dominant games here in the college football playoff. But the finals is going to be our toughest one yet. We had a 20-point fourth quarter to ice it. Antwine had a very clean game of football, but Owens had 3 touchdowns on the ground, and Davis adds 1 as well. And we had the former 2-star gem, Trey Trewin, get an interception in the game as well. This guy, I can't believe he's our number 1 receiver right now as a sophomore. And now we get to find out, is it USC or is it Miami again? We are going against the U one more time here in the national championship. And looking at this, they dominated USC. We need our boys to come back strong. And here we are, the national championship here with Stanford, going against a team that destroyed us in the ACC Conference Championship. This will decide it. Could we take the worst team in the ACC and lead them to a national championship? And it's 3rd and 10 from the 50. They bring some pressure. We're going to hit our running back. It's Owens, and it's a big gain on the Texas route. We end up scoring a touchdown on the drive. Miami comes back with a field goal, and now we have another chance here to score. And we have a 48-yard opportunity for our freshman kicker. Can he clutch up in the final game? Kick is up, and it's gonna be right down the middle. We're up by a full touchdown. And I will say the defense is showing up. They get a stop. We have the ball in the red zone again. And we're going to trust in our freshman running back. He can't get around the defensive tackle. There was so much field open. And Antwine's going to get out in motion. Antwine, not known for his wheels, gets out and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Doug Antwine, using his wheels, and he might be paralyzed. And we jump into the third quarter. Miami does come back. We're still up a touchdown here. This is a very, very big play. And De La Puente can't hold on. We have another field goal opportunity here. 50-yarder for the freshman. And it looks like it's perfect, and it is. We are up 10 here in the third quarter. And look at this. We have the ball again here in the third quarter. The defense is showing out today. We may not be fully healthy, but it does not matter. This team is showing pride. And that is what we needed to show. Owens gets tripped up to the 5. Tried to hurdle everybody, basically. And here we go. 2nd and goal from the 5. We throw it to De La Puente, who gets to the 1. And we're trying to try to punch it in with Owens. The handoff. He's fighting forward and gets in. What heart from the true freshman. The power. They had him stopped. A little push forward by them, and we would have lost yards, but Ramon Owens fights his way in. And we are now in the fourth quarter, up 17. And within field goal range. And over the middle, it's Acho all the way to the 1. On the 1-yard line, this could be a dagger for Stanford. Bounces off a man and gets within inches. And we're going to run the option. Hand off to Owens. Can't fight forward. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 1. And we're going to spread their defense out a little bit and then just try to punch it in yet again. Hand off Owens, and wow, we get 0 blocking. So we will try to take the points here. It's a tough field goal kick for the freshman. But the kick is up, and the kick is good. 30-10 here in the fourth quarter. And we have the ball again. Our defense got to stop. A first down could ice the game completely. And we're going to hit the running back. Owens out of the backfield, makes the catch, and that did it. And we have beat Miami, and Stanford is national champion. The Stanford Cardinal, the trees. Look at the confetti coming down on the field for this team. 33-10 in the final. We got our dominant revenge against the #1 seeded Miami. What a game. I can't believe it. And we see our star quarterback, Doug Antwine, holding the trophy, gives it to Coach Gooch Bronson. And then we get one more look at that horrifying tree that I hopefully never have to see again. Ramon Owens, the freshman running back, was player of the game. Got a touchdown, 84 yards. He was a workhorse today. And this is our last look at Doug Antwine, the man who led us starting as a true freshman and came in and led us to a national championship in his senior year. Honestly, I don't think we could have done it if we didn't win it here. Oh my God, I can't believe we did this. And there it is, national champions. It feels good, man. And looking at it, Doug Antwine stamped his name in the record books here at Stanford. Career passing yards and passing touchdown leader. 101 passing touchdowns over his career, over 13,000 yards. And what's crazy is he beat all of Andrew Luck's records in single seasons. Luck had the most touchdowns, which is fair, but Antwine had the most passing yards in a single season, over 4,000. And here is the final look at Coach Gooch Bronson's trophy room from this. This was amazing. We took 5 years to take the worst team in the ACC to a national championship. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more of these, and I'll see you in the next one.